What is up, everybody? It's Oman back at it again with another video, and today's video is going to be me showing you my new zombies map. So let's get right into the video.
Heaven's California.
What is up, everybody? And today I'm going to be doing a video on my new map, and my map's name is called Lockdown. Yeah, so my zombies map is called Lockdown, and as I said in the other video, I think it was taking modding, new types of modding or something like that in the other video that I said I was going to be making a zombies map in World at War, but that kind of got canceled. I kind of dumped on World at War zombies map making because I ran into a problem that is supposedly not able to be fixed. So I kind of moved on to Call of Duty Black Ops 3 mod tools. Now I moved on to this because everything is working. Everything is not in beta as what I see. It's not in beta version anymore. So I am sorry. I am not. It's not in beta. Basically, what I'm saying. So I'm gonna be talking about how I got inspired. Well, why I started or why I wanted to make a zombies map, problems I ran into, things I added, and just, I don't know, talking about upcoming things to my channel. So yeah, so let's get started on why I wanted to make a zombies map in my video. So getting right into this is that I decided to make I wanted to make a video. I wanted to do this because I saw like zombies maps on World at War, community zombies maps on World at War and Black Ops 3, and I played them as well, and they are very, very fun to play. Treyarch zombies are are fun to play, but sometimes they get old, and when it gets old, if you're on the PC, well, you're lucky because you can play community maps, and people make community maps left and right. Well, I wouldn't say that, but they come out pretty often, and they're very fun to play. They're somewhat addicting to me. Now, of course, this is my first zombies map, so not everything is perfect. Not everything's not top quality like people who had years of experience making zombies maps like this, and well, not this, but zombies maps. And yeah, that's why I kind of got into and why I wanted to make a zombies map on Black Ops 3. Now let's kind of talk about um, what the problems are, what problems I did run into while making this map, and there are quite a few problems that I ran into making this zombies map. So the first problem I ran into was figuring out how to use this software to make the zombies maps, and at first it was very hard. It was completely different from World at War's software. It's both run on the same software. World at War ran on Radiant. This is running on Radiant Black Edition, so this is a little bit more better. I do like this. I did get used to it, and after that I started making the zombies map. Another problem I did run into was I this was not going to be the original map. I had a whole nother map planned out, but it is now deleted, and I gave up on that map after, I don't know, a good 2 to 3 hours into making the map, and I just got mad. It was gonna be a very, very good map, but I deleted it because I ran into a problem. When I was making this map, there were no problems whatsoever making the map, but then after I started putting different things into the map, like different little models, like little knives, some teddy bears, some flags. I ran into the problem while building. There's a button when you're done using Radiant Black Edition. There's a button that says build, and it builds your map, and it builds everything that you put onto the map. And when I was trying to run it while building it, like you can build it, and then it'll run the game. I tried doing that, and then I saw it didn't load. I tried like about, I don't know, 5 times, and I finally saw it wasn't loading. And when I looked in the thing while I was building it, if people know what I'm talking about, if you're a person who builds zombies maps, you know what I'm talking about. When it was compiling everything, it said there was an error, and that's why it was not loading the map whatsoever. And I tried figuring out, I tried going in the game and still had the error, and at that point trying to figure it out for half an hour to an hour, I just gave up and I simply had to delete it. It was gonna be a really cool map. 2 of my friends did see the early alpha release photo of that map. Sadly, they couldn't see the entire map because I did dump that map completely, and this is what I came into right now. This map, completely different what I had into mind right now. This map, the ideas that was in my mind was, of course, this little square kind of map, 1 floor, kind of no doors, extra separate ways to go. I didn't want Pack-a-Punch in there. I didn't want the perks. I didn't want power. The only thing that was going to be in there was going to be 4 doors, just this, no roof, and some grass outside, a spawning area for zombies, and just buyable guns on the wall buy guns. That never happened, of course, because as you can see, there are no wall buy guns in this room, the only room, and that's the reason the reason why is because I switched my idea. I said, well, of course, even though it's quite of a big map, I can tell getting to higher levels, it's easy to train zombies, but as it gets to higher levels, it kind of gets hard without any perks and that stuff, or any weapons from the mystery box. So yeah, I decided to put in a mystery box and 2 perks. That's all I was gonna put in, 2 perks, and those perks, for me at least, I put in was Quick Revive and Juggernog, that I put into the game. I did not add Pack because I still wanted to have the intensity and the challenge of this. Even though there are 2 perks, still I wanted to be a little bit challenging, and I put 4 windows, so if you're looking at one zombie, the window behind you, a zombie can pop out and they can hit you, so it comes from like all sides of you. So it's a good map to train, but when the zombies spawn, there's like 7 zombies that come out 1 window, so you could get trapped when trying to train the zombies sometimes when you get to higher levels. But this map was very, very good. Also, another thing I was going to put was a roof, and already it was going to be a flat roof, so it wasn't going to be like I don't know, a wood house or something in the woods or something. I decided not to put a roof because it kind of looked nice when I had the trees outside and while I was testing the map, so it looked pretty nice. Yeah. Another thing that I added getting onto the tree, speaking of trees, I was not going to put trees or mini trees or whatever you want to call it in the map, outside of the map, because I don't know why. I just don't know why I wasn't gonna put any trees in there, but it was just gonna be grass outside with zombie spawners. But I decided, let me add make it a little bit more realistic, like I'm in the middle of nowhere, like in some sort of forest or something, and you have to fight off the zombies and that stuff. So I thought it looked cool, added some nice features and more realism to the map. And another thing that I made make it look cool is putting it at nighttime. I did like it. It looked very nice when I put it at nighttime and that stuff. So yeah, that's what I did. But the default when you load it into the map was daytime, but I changed it to nighttime and that stuff. So yeah, when I was testing the map in the alpha version of this, it looked very nice. And then yeah, another thing I wasn't gonna add were dogs, but I kind of decided to put dogs in there because all the Treyarch maps and most of the community maps have dogs in it, and well, some of the community maps have dogs in it, and I put it into the map because obviously you get a max ammo out of it, so that's kind of nice. So you get a max ammo, so I just put dogs in there. And I also ran into a problem with that. It's because when I loaded the map, it didn't load at first, and I kind of got nervous. I was like, don't tell me I have to restart this and delete the map, and I can't find. I was like getting nervous, but then I hit the build button again, or the compile button, or whatever you want to call it, and it did work. It did run, so it wasn't really a problem. I don't know what you want to call it. I guess problem / no problem. I don't really know, but yeah, I just added dogs into the game, which is very nice. So those were the things I added, and now let's talk about the location and why I have these kind of zombies in here. I don't know if you can add different types of zombies, like the Russian zombies or the civilian zombies or not, but I put this is based off of like a time thing, like how Treyarch makes a storyline about it. This is kind of a storyline, and it's kind of a separate storyline from Treyarch's. It's completely different. It's about the four main characters, Origin characters, coming together after they were in Origins on that battlefield, and they came here, and Richtofen teleported them. If you guys know what I'm talking about, Zombies fans out there, then yes, please, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're probably going to have a rough time with what I'm talking about, of the characters. So, as I was saying, Richtofen teleported and tried to make things different, going back in time or going forward, because I was in the year 1918, I believe. I haven't played it in a long time, so he teleported to the year 1945. I don't know the official date of what it's going to be, but it was 1945, I think, a little after the World War II had ended, and the zombie outbreak started. And what Richtofen's mission was to find his friend or his partner Maxis, and try to change the zombies outbreak that has infected the entire world. So Richtofen and the three other main characters teleported all the way somewhere in Germany, because somewhere Maxis is in Germany. I don't know why, but he is in Germany, and Richtofen is trying to find him to change everything and end the zombies apocalypse as soon as possible. But they thought he was here in this part of Germany, but failed to find him. So now the four main characters are left stranded here in the middle of nowhere in a German forest, trying to fight their way and survive the zombie horde. And while they're there, they're just gonna have to survive as long as possible until Richtofen can teleport them to somewhere else where where Maxis could be. So yeah, that's where the storyline is gonna be right now. But it's kind of like an alternate thing. Like the whole Treyarch storyline, zombie storyline, never happened whatsoever. So this is completely different, completely new. The characters from World at War, the 4 main characters from World at War don't exist whatsoever. It's just these characters fighting the way, Richtofen trying to find a way to end this madness and find Maxis to end all of the zombie outbreak. And yeah, another thing that happened is that different parts, I guess kind of adding it now from Treyarch, is that different parts of the world, different parts of the universe are now coming in, like futuristic weapons, older type of weapons, and that stuff. So it's kind of mixed. It's like a very weird storyline, but there are gonna be maps, and as I explain it through videos and that stuff, you'll kind of get it. So it might be confusing at first, but later on it'll be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it of my map. I might do a full video or live stream of this. So yeah. Another thing I would like to say is please smash the like button, because I did take a very, very long time to make this map. I put a lot of effort into this. Even though it looked shitty, it was pretty hard to make for a first timer. Also, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button for more content like this, and also it'll just make my day. So that'll mean you guys enjoy the videos. So that's all I have for today. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. So please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I only call you when it's high.